Alright guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions once again. Thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing, doing everything that you can to support the movement. Yes, thank you so much, and we hope that you are out there. If you're not out there, we hope that you are tweeting, you are doing your bit to support the End SARS movement. Yes, we implore the government to please listen to the voice of the people, stop the killings. Even in the protest, still shooting and killing people, like armless people who are not armed at all. You get just shooting them. No way. We at Gusto, we totally condemn that, and we say end SARS totally. Bobby said you are switching off a bulb, you are not removing it. No, switch off the bulb, remove it, break the bulb, shatter everything. We don't want SARS anymore. End SARS. SARS must go right now. I mean, that is the word, that is the voice, that is the demand, and we hope that the government will listen to this once and for all. Yes, Dala, you're welcome. I mean, I'm so upset right now. Like it is a really tense atmosphere out there in Lagos, in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, everywhere in the country. Everyone already, feeling agitated already, and everyone is saying end SARS, end SARS, end SARS. This is what we have come to, Lala. It is really sad.
It is, man, and the most annoying part of it is where people, the young ones, like the youths now, were protesting against police brutality, and then the same thing we're calling out against is what's being meted out to us.
Do you understand?
Protesting on the streets. So it doesn't make sense. Like if these police actually even think about it, like they think about it well, they know that yes, part of what we are dealing for is even better pay for them, or better welfare
for them. Reform the police, end the SARS, avoid police brutality, stop everything.
They don't want it to end, and that's just the sad part, because I think they feel if anything happens while the police officer, they can't be prosecuted or like that. They do it with the word. They do it with impunity. That's
exactly, with impunity. Yeah. And nothing will happen. My shame, yes, now I'll give her one. Nothing will happen. I'll give her one. Like police will tell you, I'll give her one. For like give her one a bullet. Yeah. I'll give her one. I'll give her one. Now nothing will happen.
It's just so sad, and it just looks like what the youths are doing right now is the right thing, because one way or the other it has to end.
It has to end.
Has to take a stand, and
it has to end. It has to end.
That's what people are doing, but we just want to enjoy the older generation.
People protesting peacefully, and you are shooting at them, killing people who are protesting against peacefully against police brutality.
Yeah, and then you're meting out police brutality on them.
Not just brutality, you are killing them. Killing them.
As at the time we're shooting
extrajudicial killings.
The kill count since this police are maybe like 15.
Yes.
Since as at the time we're shooting this video, so yeah.
Like lives lost already, families in tears, in sorrow, in pains.
15 all over Nigeria.
Armless youths go with your placards and then they kill you for what? It's annoying, and we want to say once again, please, President Buhari and every other person, end SARS once and for all. We are tired of the killings.
All these, what we actually do is you've ended. We heard that you've done the audio ending.
That's the audio ending.
We have to see the actions in place, like the guys who have actually committed this.
The press result, the press release came out some hours ago, and of course, just some minutes ago, they still killed someone. So what are we saying about ending?
There's a video of the president speaking on. Well,
yes.
It's recorded, but then it looks like this government is they're just reactive. They're not looking into the future and trying to actually do.
It is so sad.
They're just
it is so sad. I mean, the youths have spoken. Celebrities has come, they are coming out to talk about this whole thing. Wizkid, has come out to, he said on our Buhari one time. Of course, he responded to the media aid of the president as well, Loretta Onochi. Wizkid as well was at the protest in London, and he did his thing. Now fans are hailing Wizkid. Burna has done his thing as well. Davido, every other person doing their thing, their bit to combat the whole thing, supporting the movement, end SARS. Now. A lot of fans, right now are not even in for the music.
Yeah, they're not.
They just want to live. They want to survive. Yeah. Don't just kill us. We don't want good water. We don't want good roads. We don't want anything at all. Stop harassing us.
Like,
that's
you don't provide jobs for us, but we go out of.
Do you understand? To create jobs and everything.
For ourselves, but you still want to harass us.
Do you understand? And that is what the likes of Wizkid and the rest of them are, supporting Nigeria. This movement does not have a face. There's no leader of the movement. Nope. Every Nigerian youth is a leader and no leader. Yeah. It's not political at all. Please shout out to Yele Sowore. Please leave yourself out of this totally. It is not a revolution now thing at all. At all. Please, Mr. Yele Sowore, leave yourself out totally. Please. That is the thing. Talking about Wizkid, and the movement and going for protests and everything, it's so sad that the fans have expected a lot from Wizkid years past, as regards the album. It's promised them made in Lagos for years right now. Wizkid finally said, guys, I'm dropping the album October 15th. October 15th is just some days away. Already people do not even want to hear the music if it is not going to address, if it's not going to address the situation, then don't release any kind of music and everything. Now Wizkid, as we all know, is a man of lamba. The album, 14 major tracks, is set to drop. A lot of fans want the album to drop, while so many people don't want the album to drop. Now, what should Wizkid do?
I think at this point,
the date has been set already.
Yeah, I think at this point he just has to move it forward, because there's no two ways about it. He's involved in the whole agitation for better human rights policing in Nigeria. He's already in the forefront online. Even led the protest in London, addressed the crowd in London as well. So right now, there's nothing he can do. Like if he decides to release that album on Thursday, like there's going to be a lot of backlash, and then it's going to seem insensitive, because majority of his fans are the people who are protesting in Nigeria. So the smart thing for him to do would be to move it forward, like maybe 2 weeks or indefinitely, because nobody knows when this is going to end.
It's going to end,
Nobody knows when it's going to end. But I think his team are actually going to be thinking, I know they've put plans in place, it might be expensive for them to actually move it, but at this point, I'm expecting the album to be moved. If it doesn't get moved, that means they just want to waste the album, if I'm going to put it that way.
I was going to ask you that,
because what's going on is that person where SARS never kill you, going to listen to that album, because everybody is agitating for
SARS movement.
Right now. The SARS movement is going up strong.
It is going up strong
by the day.
all over the world. All over the world.
Concerned about what music or just came out. An example: a lot of music dropped on Friday. Like on a normal day, the kind of songs that drop on Friday, you see them making the rounds on social media. People enjoying. None of that, and the whole thing that's dominated social media is SARS.
Influencers can't even trend anything anymore.
No, nobody's
even trending organically. SARS must go now. Everything, and a lot of Wizkid fans, even though they'll be disappointed and all of that, do you think if Wizkid, drop this album, the fans are going to buy into it?
No, obviously the ones outside of the country, they're not living the reality, so it'll be easy for them to listen to the album and bop it. But the actual core fans, like I'm not saying the ones outside the country are not core fans. The majority of Wizkid fans are in Nigeria. So if they are youths, and if the youths are having a war right now with the authorities and everything, they don't have the time to stream any music. And
currently, Wizkid's hood, Uju Elegba, Surulere is currently on fire. With SARS, killing, people already. 4 people dead already. At the protest ground.
If I'm pretty sure, I can say I'm 80% sure they are going to move the album, because they don't have a choice.
Business-wise,
they have to move the album. Apart from even business, like they have to show support. Like it's been showing support online and everything, but then out of respect of what is happening for people who have died during this protest, like it's not the right time. For example, artists in America doing the Black Lives Matter, a lot of people who had albums to drop around that period actually moved their albums forward until everything died down. A lot of people who had shows to go on board, to come on board, they just moved it because it was not the right time at all to drop any music or do anything entertainment. There's not anything entertaining right now. What is there right now is agitation for better policing. Treat Nigerians like humans. Treat youth like they are adults. Don't treat them like they are kids. Like you can just bully them just because you have a gun. That's what's going on right now in Nigeria.
Okay, so I also heard that Tiwa Savage was meant to drop a video with Davido Packwell, and she has indefinitely moved that video, because of now talking about Wizkid, as an artist, the album is meant to drop days away. It might drop, it might not drop. But looking at the context of that album, do you think if that album should be delayed, Wiz should probably maybe go back to your drawing board and probably do 1 or 2 songs that addresses this particular situation?
Well, they have not officially dropped the track list. What we see is still just a rumor. And then even on digital stores, it still has track 1, track 2,
Track 2, yeah.
So they haven't dropped any of that. I know it's going to be frustrating for Wizkid right now and his fans, but I don't think, even if they cancel or anything, I don't think they're going to go back to the drawing board. He just has to keep the album for the next month or thereabouts so that he can drop it. Like, he just needs to extend it. So I don't think he needs to change anything. I don't think he needs to go back and say he wants to
do a song that supports the movement.
No, that's not. He can release a single. He can release a single on the 15th that talks about the struggles in Nigeria. That would
be a smart move.
That would be smart. That's better
smart
thinking. At least
to placate the fans for not dropping Made in Lagos if it doesn't drop.
I'm sure his fans will understand anyway.
Totally.
Understand. And anyone out there who is caught out from the reality of what's going on in Nigeria right now and you're watching this, like, you really need to get involved. Like, it's not something you should just passively look at. It's not, because if you look at it, it can happen to you in the future, and if you pay no mind to it, if you don't do anything about it now, you can be at the receiving end of it in the future. So yes, at the moment, nothing entertaining is meant to be out or to even be broadcasted or to be advertised. For example, we went over the weekend, an actress was saying blah 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 movies
showing in cinemas.
Like the amount of backlash she even got.
She got onto the streets.
For tweeting that.
She got onto the streets.
And now tweeted what, because now person where
exactly.
No harass, when no collect money, go watch movie.
But so where no kill.
Yeah.
Now then go cinemas, go to watch movies and everything.
Right now, it looks like every young person in Nigeria has finally woken up. Like they don't want people take them for granted a lot in Nigeria, and then it's time for them to flex their actual power. They can flex their power in terms of shaping reforms, which we're doing with the police right now. They can also shape their power in terms of who they are electing, because if you really think about it, the youths they have the power, because Nigeria's population is filled mostly with youths.
Youths, yeah.
There's a lot of youths who are eligible to vote, and they're the ones who are powerful enough when it comes to elections. So that's what they're flexing the power when it comes to shaping the reform of the police right now. And until that is done, they will move on to the next bit, because that's the cocoa.
Okay, so finally, Lala, I mean, this particular episode is one that I could go on and on and on about it. I mean, I wouldn't. Now, a Wizkid Made in Lagos album decision could go either ways right now. Yes or a no, which means it could drop or it could push it. What exactly would that decision, what would it mean? How do you think it will how will it be received, and how does it affect the entertainment industry moving forward?
No, I don't think it will affect the entertainment industry a bit, because right now every entertainer, every musician out there right now is joining the cause, and they know that yes, this for them to join this cause, and they know how the thing is moving up and up and up. Like, they can't do anything that has to do with entertainment. Like, until this battle is won, they can't
I was going to say, what does it mean for the entertainment industry? Like, is it setting a precedent to say, okay, you know what, whenever there's an issue like this, if you have a project, you would have to just pause it?
No,
in Nigeria.
There's already precedent, maybe not in Nigeria, but there's already precedent of something like this happening.
Black Lives Matter and
artists had to move their
albums
so
and everything.
I don't think going forward it's going to really affect them. No, it's not going to affect them. It's just suspending what they have right now to attend to the issue at hand. And it is good that they are using their influence to do that.
Definitely.
Because a lot of people are already calling them out and say, even some of them will come out and say, stop policing people, something like that. But no, you command a lot of influence. And then if you're going to sing about it in your song, you might have to see on the streets as well, which they are all doing. So today is already getting hot. We know tomorrow is going to be even worse. So it's going to be worse. If the impact, if it doesn't drop down, if it drops it, I would want to think maybe financially it will cost them a lot to actually move it forward. Judging that they've planned a lot of things.
But that's going to be so insensitive though. What do you think?
It's going to be insensitive, but then let's not forget that the promotional assets that they are going to be deploying, it's not only in Nigeria.
Sony Music.
It's going to be outside of Nigeria. About all the shows he's meant to perform in and things like that. And it will be, how will I put it? It will be expensive to move all those things, all those placements that they're supposed to get. If they're going to get billboard, it will be expensive to move them. That's the only reason I can think, if they decide to go ahead with the album. but then humanity always comes forward over money. So they might just as well just get their losses, maybe cancel some of the deals that they've paid for, or get some partial refunds and do some other things, and cancel the whole release of the project. It doesn't help Wizkid because the stigma of him that always moving projects is there.
But I think the fans would totally understand.
But it's just unfortunate.
Yeah,
the
very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
But then the stigma will still be there that many Lagos still has not dropped after many years.
Yeah,
people will still mention it, regardless what happened during the time.
During the times, well, it's such a sad one, and we hope that Wizkid makes the best decision. Him and his team, we hope they go back to the drawing board and consult very well with people and see if they're going to drop this album or not. But yeah, Lala thinks that he should not drop the album for the sake of humanity and for the sake of support for the End SARS movement and for the support for the fight against police brutality, fight against bad governance, and the fight for the good living of Nigerians. Guys, said a lot. Thank you so much. What do you think about this whole thing? Wizkid, Made in Lagos, just some days away. Should he drop the album or he shouldn't drop? Why should he drop? If you want him to drop, why should he not drop? If you don't want him to, or if you feel he shouldn't drop, why should he not drop? Guys, let us know in the comment section. Of course, with every of your comment, please put the hashtag EndSARS in every of your comments. Let us know that you stand with Gusto TV, you stand with the youth of Nigeria, you stand with everybody in Nigeria for against police brutality and of course against these criminals in uniform. Thank you so much. I will see you on the next one. Peace.